Hey, good afternoon, YouTube. This your boy Tati Sanders up here in Chicago. 57-year-old retired veteran. I'm still out there in the workforce, trying to make that money, trying to take care of my family. Today's topic is how I met my Filipino wife. And I had a couple people ask me that question, so I thought I would just come on and give a brief story. Nothing that's going to be a long story or anything like that. Let's start off first. I received a friend's request on Facebook. I looked at it, I was like, wow, who's this beautiful young woman sending me a request? I kept looking at it, going back and forth, and finally I decided to look at her page, Facebook page, and found out we had a mutual friend. So at that point, I decided to go ahead and accept the request. I asked her why, and she said that she wanted to ask me a question. But once we started talking, that question went out the door. So we just kept talking, and things were moving in the right direction. Eventually, we had a 4-year online relationship, and most people, probably wouldn't last that long on an online relationship. But we made it work. Just about every single day, we were on Facebook Messenger or Skype. We spent every moment we could together on those. While I was at work, we would Skype. When I got home, we would Skype. In the evenings, I would be at home. I'll put a movie on. Where she's at, she'll put a movie on. We were on two different time zones. I was in Minnesota. She was in Oman. If you don't know what Oman is, it's like at the bottom of Saudi Arabia. She was over there working. And during this 4-year relationship, she went to the Philippines twice. I was supposed to make it there, just couldn't afford to make that trip. So I let her down twice. I believe most women at that point wouldn't give a guy another chance. But when I asked her why, and she said she knew from the start that she loved me. So she gave me another opportunity to, prove myself. So at the end of her 4-year contract in Oman, she was able to sustain a 1-year job here in the United States, which really helped out the relationship because I still just couldn't afford to get to the Philippines. So she came to the United States on a 1-year contract. She was out in Texas. At this time, I was in Florida. She came to visit me for about a week. I went to visit her for about a week in Texas. Things hit it off great. When her contract was up in March of the next year, we decided to move in together. Things are going great. In that aspect, and then I had some past history that came back and kind of bit me in the butt, put a little damper in the relationship. We didn't break up or anything like that, but she felt we needed a little time apart. So she has some friends in Chicago. She decided to come to Chicago. Now that's how I ended up in Chicago, because she came here, and she was gone for about a good week, man. I tell you, I just couldn't take being away from her. And I had about a month left on my lease, and decided I couldn't take it anymore, and I just wanted to be with her. I would just have to move to Chicago. I really never thought I would be living in Chicago, being from Boston. So one Sunday we were talking, and she was going with a friend to look at an apartment. So she was, we were talking back and forth, and the friend didn't take the apartment, so she decided, or she asked me, and we decided that we would get the apartment, and then I would come up there once the lease was up. But things happen so fast. She got the apartment on a Sunday. Monday morning, she was on a Greyhound bus coming back to Florida to help me pack up the household goods. We put it in a U-Haul, and then we rolled up here to Chicago and moved right in. The way I look at it, that really shows, that she really loved me. you get an apartment on a Sunday, and then a Monday morning you're on the Greyhound bus coming back to get me. You could have just hey, you just pack up and get here when you can. I already got the apartment. But she didn't. She got on the bus, came back and helped me. And that's a great woman right there. So we moved here. I got here at first, I was trying to find work, couldn't find work. I did some Uber and Lyft, so I thought I'll be able to do that, but didn't know that I had 2 red light tickets back in Florida. So that put me down for a little bit, and we had a friend who helped me out, gave me some work for a couple of weeks. Then the COVID hit, so I was out of work again. And that was March of last year. So from March to May, I didn't have work. She was still working. She was able to hold it down for us, make sure the apartment got paid for, make sure my truck got paid for. So she was doing her thing, taking care of me. Like I said, this woman loves me. I love her. And nothing I wouldn't do for her, taking care of me like that, especially being out of work. So finally in May, I found work. July came around. We were able to get through the courthouse system, and we were finally able to get married July of 2020. During August, we found out she was pregnant. So we end up, we have a little boy now. He was born in March. It's kind of weird that everything's been happening for us in March. Moving in together in March, proposal in March. My son was born in March. Her birthday's in March. So I mean, that's really the big story right there on how we met. Like I said, a lot of people wouldn't have made it through a 4-year online relationship, because you don't know what the other person is doing. But like I said, pretty much most of the free time, we spent together on Facebook Messenger or Skype. So we stayed in good communication. I'm just happy, that even though I let her down twice or, 3 times with, past history, she still hung in there with me. So that's pretty much how I met her. We met through Facebook. We got together after 4 years. Some people like, most Filipino women, they probably have, other guys they were talking to. They had other options. Yeah, there was one other guy before me, but it didn't work out. They never met. So I'm just thankful that didn't, work out for them, because we probably would have never met. So with that, I'm married to a Filipino. I'm very happy about it. I can't complain. She does everything in the world for me. She takes care of me. She's on my butt about, taking my medication, make sure I'm eating healthy. So for you guys out there that think a long distance or online relationship don't work, it works if you put in the effort. That's pretty much, it for today. I mean, like I said, it's, nothing major, but, that's our story. We made it work. We're still together, so good day. God bless you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions of me, just leave it in the comment box, and I'll get back to you. Have a good one.